Hi everyone, welcome to Water Tanks with stewiejp. I'm Stewie, you're not, and this is a double shot, a triple shot I should say, a threesome of Chinese premium light tank action. They've been pretty quick though, so keep a close eye on the action and fun. The first one from Super Namkian, he's running around in the Type 64. The Type 64 is a Tier 6 premium Chinese light tank. Armour piercing around standard, 115 damage, 128 penetration, 177 penetration with APCR rounds, which are the premium ammunition in this vehicle. Now, I've heard a few people say that the premium light tanks are pretty good with the new patch 9.18 from Wargaming, because of course they haven't been hit with the nerf bat like some light tanks have. And these are just the three premium Chinese tank replays showing how some of these tanks can still do pretty well. Super Namkian not stuffing around here on Serene Coast, heading straight to where all the action happens. On the western flank, he's chipped away at that Cromwell. Almost got the kill, but the AMX 13 F3 artillery picks up the kill on that occasion. He gets his first kill, getting rid of the Cheeto, the Tier 6 Chinese medium tank, and now he's going to use that fast firing Chinese gun to get stuck into the Thunderbolt, the new Tier 6 premium American medium tank. 3-1's the score. He's already on 1142 hit points of damage. He loses his ammo rack, but he fixes it pretty quickly. And look at that, the fast firing Chinese gun here of the Type 64. It's pretty quick, and that Thunderbolt not even bothering trying to get rid of Super Namkian from BAMF-clad in the premium Chinese light tank, the Type 64, because that quick rate of fire and just working off that ridgeline worked very, very well for him. If those tanks had have used their brains and focused on him rather than other tanks that might have been a little bit harder to hit as well, maybe the result would have been different for them. But Super Namkian doing really well, getting a nice snipey shot into the side of the T-37, the American light tank, and now looking towards the south, towards the STRM Stridsvagn 4257, which I think is that the premium Swedish tank? I think it might be. Snipes away at Type 58, Chinese medium tank. Chinese medium tank not really paying much attention to where Super Namkian is, and he's just about out of standard ammunition with the score on 5-1. 1753 hit points of damage, a little bit of assisted damage as well, which is what light tanks are good at. But in this Tier 6 battle, where you're top tier in a Type 64 in a Tier 6 game, then you can really use that rate of fire of the light tank to your advantage and push hard on the western flank of Serene Coast. 7-1 the score now as a little birdie artillery gets rid of the Type 58. That's that same tank that Super Namkian was sniping away at. He thinks he might have been spotted there, but it looks like he's not. So he's going to put his attention onto the M4 A3 E8. The Easy 8 sets him on fire, picks up his second kill of the game. 8-1 the score. Looking towards the 12T now. And the 12T might be an auto loader, but the Type 64 has a very good rate of fire. Down to APCR rounds, and sort of seeing the disadvantage, I guess, of this tank. And it doesn't really carry that much ammunition. He's only got 15 shells left. There's still 5 enemy tanks left. It should be enough, but it's one of the few downsides of the Type 64. You don't have a great amount of ammunition. Auto aims on the KV-85. It looks like he's been sniping at the back like a top tier heavy often can do. And that KV-85 finally lands a shot on Super Namkian in his Type 64. Sets him on fire as well, and now uses his better speed to try and stay away from that Russian gun. Artillery does the job, just as I reckon that KV-85 was just about ready to put another shot into the side of the Type 64. But it's not quick enough. Shoots and tracks the SU-100. It's another shell into it. One more should do it. That'll do. 4 kills on Serene Coast. 15-4 comfortable victory for Super Namkian in the Type 64 from Banff Clan. As we have a very quick look at the post-game battle results, it's an Ace Tanker Mastery badge for Super Namkian. I'm guessing that's how you say his name. An ace tanker mastery badge, a bruiser medal, the arsonist for destroying that vehicle that he set on fire. Fire for effect, Confederate, and of course the high caliber. I did tell you it was going to be a fast and a furious game, and in that very quick game he picked up 3,149 hit points of damage for 4 kills, 1,422 base experience. He fired 42 shots, 32 penetrated, and 27 did damage. 3,149 damage plus a little bit of assisted damage was enough for an ace tanker mastery badge. But without a premium account, he only barely made credits, even though it was a premium tank, and that's because he ran out of AP rounds pretty quickly and was forced to fire premium ammunition. When you're not running a premium account, that can sometimes be expensive. You would have made nearly 30,000 credits if you had a premium account in that game that went for less than 5 minutes. As we move on to game number 2 in this threesome of premium Chinese light tank. This one features Flying Elite in his Type 62. There's going to be 2 games from the Flying Elite in his Type 62. The Tier 7 Chinese premium light tank. And you can see that the Flying Elite actually is running food, improved combat rations to give all of the crew skills and perks, a 10% boost. That's his rate of fire, his speed, his camouflage rating, his reload time, and of course his aim time. And whatever else happens in the Type 62. I've got one of these tanks. I haven't had a great amount of games in it though, but it is a lot of fun to play. And armor piercing rounds are standard in the Type 62. 180 hit points of damage per shot on average, with penetration of 145. 220 penetration with the heat rounds, which is premium ammunition. Flying Elite gets lit by the Skoda T24, but the poor old Tier 5 Skoda isn't going to last too long. The Flying Elite, he puts 2 shots into him before the T37 picks up the kill. Looks for a sniper shot on the enemy Type 62. Shoots and misses. Takes another look, moves up to this ridgeline on Swamp, and he wants to light these tanks up for his enemy team, which is what light tanks do well, but he wants to get some damage for himself as well. He's already picked up 541 hit points of damage, and a mate of mine at work mentioned that these Tier 7 light tanks, the ones that haven't been hit by the nerf hammer, are pretty fun to play, especially if you're going through your missions with patch 9.18. 3-1's the score. The Flying Elite's done 541 damage so far, a little bit of assisted, and he's looking at just making sure that these 2 enemy tanks last spotted at F8, the Type 62 and the T34, don't get his flank, and he wants to make sure that he can put the first shot in if they do push on him through the middle of this map, because not many other tanks have joined the Flying Elite apart from the M4. M4 pings the square, letting his teammate know that he's going to light it up, and they need to be careful. There are tanks beyond him. He wants to make sure he doesn't get caught out here. He's looking towards the M445, the Tier 7 French tank, heavy tank. Moves up to the ridgeline again, looking for some vision. Gets some assisted damage onto the enemy Type 62 and that French tank. Gets his turret for 211, but he cops the shot from the Nashorn, taking him down to 545 hit points. Briefly looks behind him. Good situational awareness from the Flying Elite, looking from all sides, looking to see where these enemy tanks are, where he might get shot from, and of course where he can capitalise on mistakes from the enemy. Looking towards that Type 62, he'd love to get rid of a top tier tank in this game. Looks like that Type 62's getting swamped by the artillery. Looks like he charged the Chinese light tank. He spots the M17, M12 I should say, puts 1 shell into him. 1 more will be enough if the gun can load in time. He shoots and he lands it. That's his first kill of the game. 7-5's the score. Looking towards that Nashorn. He'd love to get some revenge on the Tier 6 German tank destroyer for putting a shot into him earlier. The M4 picks up the kill, and Flying Elite picks up a little bit more assisted damage, up to 1,316 assisted damage in this game so far. 1,300 damage done as well. And he's just getting warmed up as he looks around from this ridgeline, looking for opportunities on these enemy tanks. The oh, that'd be nice if it penetrated. Second shot does penetrate. Looks like the Flying Elite's only just been spotted. Puts another shell into the heavy Japanese tank. looks like the T-3485 is going to YOLO him. So he pulls back, puts another shot into him, takes him down to 342. Another shot into the T-3485. T-3485 gets a shot into the Flying Elite, but the Flying Elite has a last laugh as he picks up the kill. Picks up another kill with consecutive shots into the Chaffee. Only 7 standard rounds left. Maybe it'll be enough. There's only 4 enemy tanks left. The Stug goes down to the Oni to score on 12-7. It looks like he might be looking for a little bit of artillery action, looking for the Bishop, who you'd imagine he might be down here, or he could have run up the 9-0 line. Looking. Looks like he's not. Could be anywhere. There he is. Hello, little Bishop. Can't run away. Picks up 100 damage with his first shot. Bounces the second. Bishop clearly aiming towards him. Damages his track. Not much else. Only loses 34 odd health. And that's the last shot. Into the Tier 5 British artillery. Is on 155 health. He's picked up 4 kills. With a ping going on where that AMX M445 was last spotted. And the M4, who's picked up 1 kill himself, suggesting he should cap. He's putting him on the noob. He's called him a noob in chat. Get on the cap. You're up. 6 tanks to 1, and that one, I reckon it was pretty low health. He is. It's on 157. Flying Elite gets lit. A punt here, puts a shot into the French heavy tank, brings him down to a 1 shot. 1 more will do. Misses the second shot. 1 more shot should be enough. Thank you. No, not thank you very much. Bounce. It's always the way. Don't die. Critical hits him. Artillery stuns the French tank, and finally, Flying Elite picks up his 5th kill and the last kill of the game, winning that one on Swamp. As we have a quick look at the post-game battle results, it's an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge in that quick game from the Flying Elite from Pyro Clan. He's also got the Spotter for all that assisted damage he did, the Bruiser, Duelist, Fighter, 5 for effect, the Pascucci's Medal for killing 2 artilleries, High Caliber, and the Sniper. It didn't seem like he was sniping that much, but he picked up the Sniping Medal nonetheless. Well and truly carried that game with nearly 3,000 hit points of damage, 5 kills, 1532 base experience. He fired 26 shots, 24 hit, 20 went through, and that was enough for an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge. Along with that, 1,427 assisted damage. Detailed report with a premium account, nearly 38,000 credits after tax. That's even running food as a premium consumable. And I think he might have fired a little bit of premium ammunition. I didn't really notice, but I didn't think he did. But 36,000 sounds like a lot for ammunition without running any premiums. As we move on to the third and final replay in this threesome of Chinese premium light tank action, it's the Flying Elite again in his Type 62, and this time he's on Al Halouf, and he's decided he's going to be a heavy tank. He's going to go up to where the heavy tanks normally do their business. And let's be honest, sometimes it's not just heavy tanks who do their business up here. There's plenty of ridge lines to work off, plenty of places to hide. There's 3 artilleries on the enemy side. I'm sure he'll be wary of that as he moves up to try and have a look over this first ridge, see what he can spot, maybe going through that gap, or maybe he's going to look just up there, see what comes. He did go there pretty quickly. Nothing spotted yet, which is unusual, very unusual not to spot something when you go to this point of the map on Al Halouf, whether you're in a heavy or a light tank. There's our first victim. Puts a shot into the side of the Skoda. He gets lit, but he's taken the Tier 5 medium Swedish tank down to 118 hit points. He only put 1 shell into him. Somebody else shot him as well, and he's just about ruined his game. Looking at the other, he's getting pretty brave here in the Type 62. Shoots and misses the AMX 12T. Looks behind him to make sure that Jinu Kai, Tier 5 premium Chinese medium tank, doesn't have a shot on him. He picks up a kill on the Skoda T24. Moves around. Fires clutch at the PZ4H and gets a shot in. Shoots and misses, cops the shot from the OI Experimental, the heavy tier 5 Japanese tanks. He'll be hoping that those other tanks have got that AMX-12T covered. Doesn't look like they have, so he pulls back to try and help and get rid of them. Get out the way, Cromwell. Another mini push towards the Chinokai and the AMX-12T. Looks like they've scared him away. Pretty sure that AMX-12T will be reloading if he knows what's good for him. 322 hit points up his sleeve, and he's picked up 869. He wants to get some more. Doesn't manage to penetrate the tier 6 French heavy tank. 1-3 the score. He needs to do something here. He's fighting on here like a heavy. 2-3 the score as he critical hits. Critical hits the German, looking for a shot on the big Frenchie. They're all sort of peekabooing around this corner. He's got a little bit of backup, but they look like they might be a little bit too far away to help. Slowly coming forward though. Shoots and misses again. He picked up some assisted damage there for the kill on the PZ4H. Gets a shell into the French heavy tank, looking at the Russian peaks. Bounces the Russian. Peaks again, does get another shot for 183. That's not a bad roll. And just misses out the kill. 4-all is the score. He needs to kill some tanks. There's one of them. Gets rid of the French tier 6 heavy tank, the RL44. And he wants that Russian next. He gets him. 7-4 the score. Looking a little bit more comprehensive. Auto aims at artillery, shoots and kills him. And that T25 AT is running like a bitch, so he'll just say, I'll take that shot from the rear, thank you very much. Looks like he might have been pausing, hoping for the kill shot, but didn't quite land it. He's on a mission to kill, to capture the base. I'm not sure if he's going to do that on this occasion. 9-5's the score, cops a shot from the Swag and M42. 9-5 the score, 1756 and 4 kills. Puts a shot into the SDRV M42, gets on the other side of his gun, puts another shot in, killing the Swedish tank. And now he's going to go hunting for that top gun. He's on 5 kills, 2,072 damage, and he spotted a couple of artillery. That would have been nice if it had hit. Looks like that. No, he gets him. I thought that arty had just gone beyond cover then, but maybe I was wrong. Looks like that Cromwell is in a little bit of trouble. Fires, puts a shot into the Jagdpanzer 4. Dodges a shot from the Stritzwagen M42. Needs to be careful here. He's only got 186 health. That Artie looks like it might be the contender to giving the Flying Elite a top gun. Gets him down to 73 hit points. Someone else steals the kill. The Stritzwagen's hiding around there. There's only 2 enemy tanks left. T71 on the other side of the map, and the STR-V M42. Swedish tier 5 medium tank. T71 looks like he might be focusing on a different tank. The STR-V gets killed. He'll need to shoot this T71 more than once, but I reckon he's just about finished his clip. He's probably going to back off soon. Gets a shell into him. He's on 221. Now he's only on 18. He's on 5 kills, so's the Cromwell. They're both going to be looking for this top gun, but the KV-1 does the job, kills the T71, and not a bad comeback in the end on Al Halouf for the Flying Elite. As we move on to the third and final post-game battle results screen, it's an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge, the Hand of God, Bruiser, Fighter, Fire for Effect, Confederate for shooting more enemy tanks than anybody else, and of course the High Caliber for that brilliant performance on Al Halouf. 3,005 damage, 5 kills, 1,390 base experience, 33 shots fired, 22 hit, 18 did damage. And that was enough for yet another Ace Tanker Mastery Badge. And a profitable result, 30,286 credits after tax in that 5.5 minute game. So there you go, a threesome featuring the Type 64 and the Type 62, the Premium Tier 6 and the Premium Tier 7 Chinese light tank. Thanks for the replays, lads. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care and see you all next time.